Hello, Dharshan.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Sorry, bro, wasn't very savvy with how this thing works. So,
No worries. So, Dharshan
yeah.
is joining us today all the way
What's
from
up,
Canada.
everyone? What's up? Yeah,
And Dharshan, tell me about yourself. Tell everyone about you.
myself, huh? So, I'm 23 years old. Came to Canada last year, yeah, early 2020, and I've finished my postgrad in Canada. And I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Looking for, opportunities. Let's see how it goes. I have plans. So,
Right. So, Dharshan is an engineering graduate and he did his master's, right, in Canada.
I did my postgrad diploma, bro. I didn't want to
Right. Postgrad.
specialize early, so
Okay. All right.
yeah.
So, you do lots of stuff. Let's talk about one thing in particular. Okay, what do you do? This I
What
don't
do
have
I
to.
do these days, or in general, or do I what do I do in general?
Yeah.
I don't know. I read stuff sometimes. I play a lot of video games sometimes,
Yeah.
and mainly it has been work these days, man. I'm trying
Really?
to start a, I'm exploring options on where I should go in career wise. So
So, how is it like to be an engineering graduate?
that's an interesting question. What is it like, or how is it like to be an engineering graduate? Well, it's interesting when you're learning things, and it's interesting to meet new people while you're learning things. So it's like school, but with more freedom. It's something like that. But after graduating, well, you sometimes you get a reality check from life on how things actually work in the world. But I'm optimistic. I'm interested and still motivated. So that's where I'm
That's
at
cool.
now.
Okay, that's very good. So the viewers can actually share this if you can, if you like to, so others can see as well. So let's talk about gaming. How did you start gaming? What was your first game?
When I was young, I think it was Delta Force 1, bro. My father
Oh,
used to play. Man, give me a second to. My camera is all over the place.
no worries, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. So it was
So
a
Delta
Delta
Force
Force
1, and
1.
now you're playing
Yeah.
online FPS, is it?
No, now
First
I'm
person
playing
shooter.
nothing, bro. Now I'm playing nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
So you played
Now I'm playing
PUBG as
nothing.
well, huh?
Yeah, for a long time.
Any
But
any hacks or tips for the PUBG players in the live today?
no, bro.
No,
I'm bad at the game.
nothing.
I'm bad at the game.
He's not bad. We used to be in the same college, and he used to wreck us all in COD. That is on PC. He used to like run and gun like a crazy idiot. All right. So I want to talk about something specific that we
Yeah,
usually talk about, which
yeah.
is inspiration to explore the truth of the universe.
Truth of the universe. Uh, Hard mode started, huh?
Hard mode started now.
Yeah, the inspiration to explore. No, the thing is, bro, I was an only child, like you. But the thing is, the environment I was around, there weren't many children. So it was either video games or, I was left to my own device. So
Hmm.
what I generally do is I used to think on my own. And when you question things, you start to, the universe is one subject that you can question, right? So
Hmm.
you
So
eventually come to
interest.
that.
Okay. So any interesting theories or facts that you like keep on top?
About regarding the universe, sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Um, well, inspired by your discussion, you know, I was just
Ah.
thinking, what is, so if you look at the universe in a certain way, everything we know about the universe is based on our five senses, right? We see things, we hear things, we touch and feel things, we taste things. So I was just wondering, what if you take the five senses out of the equation, or if you stop trusting your five senses, then what?
So it's like Matrix.
Yeah. So I was reading this comment. Uh, it was an article or a discussion or a comment at the bottom of a video. I don't remember what it was. But this one guy said that when you go down to the molecular level, that atoms are not even solids, that is just energy. So we are energy standing on top of energy, and when you touch walls and touch, tables and phones and stuff, it's just that, maybe the fields are so strong that it feels like a solid, yes, but it's just a field that you can't push through, you see. So what if, you can just ask those questions. I mean, it's not based on any science or anything of that sort. It's just curiosity. So I let my imagination run wild, I guess.
All right. So now we're gonna switch into music now. Now we know who you are and what you believe in and everything. So now my goal in this, one of my goal in this talk shows is to show that any person can it could be an engineer, it could be someone else, but still what I want to prove is even though who they are, they will have music in them. So
absolutely.
You started with the piano, right?
I started with the piano, yes. Yeah.
Any reason to start piano?
Because I was forced.
So you were forced?
Yeah, I was forced. I hated piano music, bro. I hated piano classes. But, when you look at music, there are two things, You can't, I mean, if you think that, you need to play an instrument to understand music, I think you're, selling yourself short. I think what everybody should do is try to understand music. You see? You don't have to necessarily play an instrument. So have you ever asked the question, why does music evoke emotions? You listen to a sad violin, why do you feel sad? It's sound. It's not language. It's not, so
like the Schindler's List theme song.
Yeah, why does it feel sad? Yeah, so music, I think everybody should be involved in music at some level, because it is sort of therapeutic in a way. And you can have you listened to, for background, there was this famous violin piece or violin music, The Devil's Trill by Tartini, I think, or Paganini, one of the two famous violin players. And apparently the inspiration for the song was he saw the devil in his dreams while he was asleep. And because he was a very egotistical guy, and he thought he was the greatest violinist alive, or something to that effect. Anyways, the devil appears in his dreams and he plays this music that is so beyond what he believes human capability is. And then, as soon as he wakes up, he writes this piece down, and on his deathbed he says he sold his soul to the devil, and his regret is that he could never capture the beauty of how the devil played, because they say Lucifer was a great violinist, or he played in God. I'm not sure of the facts of that, but it was
he couldn't recreate what he saw in his dream, is it?
Yeah, he couldn't, but you should listen to it, man. It's a very nice piece of music or art. So these are things.
What was it? What's the name?
The Devil's Trill Sonata by Paganini, I think.
Okay.
And see, these are the things you come across music, not because you play. I don't play the violin, but when you're curious about these things, you come across interesting things like this. So it feeds your imagination and it helps you to think. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, very much. So so to be sure, like, do you like? So you were forced to play the piano, right? You learned to learn the piano. I'm sure most of the others are like that as well. I'm pretty sure we can find people like kids who are forced to learn music, but some of them they just give it up. But some they actually fall in love with it. So you're a case that you actually fell in love with music, is it?
I fell in love with it after I came here and realized that I couldn't play the piano anymore. You take it for granted when you're at home, right? You have a piano, you can play it whenever you want. But now I wish I could,
All right. So what genres do you like to play on piano?
Play? Man, I'm not on that level of, music. I'm not such a good musician. I used to play classical music for examination purposes. I used to just listen to songs and play by ear, but that's about it, man. I'm not.
So I wanted to bring this up actually. So good thing that you stated it. You played classical music, right?
Yeah,
but you listen to metal music as well, right?
I listen to all music. I started off with, I was a metal enthusiast. Yeah.
So how does being a metal enthusiast and playing classical piano, like add up? What is your thought process?
when you go on to the composition level of music, actually metal music, if you take an electric guitar and they have distortion effects, right? You use distortion effects, but if you see on the, how do you say, the theoretical level, it's actually classical music being played on distortion guitars. You see, it takes so many elements of classical music and it carries over into, that's how you create metal music. That's what, yeah, I think it was the lead singer of Lamb of God, I think, or the guitarist of Lamb of God. He was saying that, it's actually classical music that carries forward and becomes metal music. It's inspired by, you could say, classical music.
So actually that's very interesting, and that gave me an idea. Like, what if you take a metal song and you take the notes and you play it on a piano? Would it sound like a classical piece?
It does. The beginning sequence of the song Grace by Lamb of God, it's played on I think it's played on a hurdy-gurdy. Have you heard of the instrument?
Yeah, hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, it's played on a hurdy-gurdy. So it's played on an acoustic instrument, and it sounds really nice. And then towards the end of the song, you hear the same sequence or the same piece of music being played on a distortion guitar. So it's a really good effect,
nice.
I would say.
That's nice. So for the viewers, you are in the mic.
Yeah, the viewers seem to like me a lot.
Okay. So what I'm doing is actually this is a sub project of the mic vision that I have. So what I'm doing is I'm hosting a talk show, and I'm getting people who actually inspired me in real life, and I'm having a talk show with them, so that will inspire you. I mean, at least if it's a song, I think you got a song to listen to now from Dharshan today, the Devil's Trill from Paganini. Is it?
Yeah, the Devil's Trill, Paganini. I think it was Paganini.
So I'm gonna do this in phases, probably monthly. So this for this phase, I have 7 people. Dharshan is the first, and I will be revealing the rest tomorrow altogether. And let's see how it goes. Thank you for all the 24 people who's watching right now. And do you have any questions for Dharshan? You can actually ask any question. And on the question section, you can actually ask questions. So any questions you like, just put it there, and till that comes. So I'm gonna ask some silly questions from Dharshan.
Silly questions, huh? Okay. Johnny's talking about something.
Hold on. Okay, if you were the CEO of a company,
okay,
name one thing you would make compulsory in the office and one thing you would ban in the office.
If I was the CEO, okay. Man, you caught me off guard there, bro. Something that would be compulsory, okay. So I would make conversations like this compulsory, man. I would make conversations like this compulsory. For team spirit, I guess. Something that I would ban in the office. I think I'd not allow, I wouldn't say ban, but I discourage 8-hour day,
That makes sense. I think most of the companies are dropping the point of working 8 hours, and some even have less working days now in the week, right?
Yeah.
So what else can I ask you? Wait, hold on. There's one more nice question. Very new question. Hold on.
It's an interesting comment section.
It's going to be very political, but it's going to be for fun. So would you rather prove our President Gotabaya that
Man, bro,
would you have a conversation in English with Sajid?
What English? I'll have a conversation in English with Sajid, man. No question there. It's easy.
So you understand what he's saying, everything.
Yeah.
Right. So you're very savvy in English, is it?
I could, use a dictionary, but it's the easier of the two, the safe, I would say.
Okay, so let's end in this question. What's your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment? Is this a serious question or
No, anything. You can say anything.
It's sleeping over at Vinura's house.
So, for those of you who don't know, Vinura is a friend in college.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. You should have him on the show sometime.
So you have questions from Pandu and all. If you want to answer, you can answer them.
IELTS class asking for a friend in Pamunagam. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid that friend in Pamunagam. No, just kidding. Yeah.
Right, Dharshan. So thank you for joining us today. I think it has been educational for the people and it has been fun for me. I don't know for you. I think it's the same for you as well. And so yeah, we'll wrap up. And you can see this video in my Instagram page, and as well as I will be uploading it to YouTube as well for the viewers. And viewers, do you have any like serious questions to ask? Yeah, I don't think so. All the questions are related to Vinura.
You're all lucky to have me, Vinura. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll end with 3 Russian phrases, Dharshan.
3?
Yeah.
Suka Blyat. Based on Counter-Strike with you guys. Idi nahoy. I don't know what they mean. It's probably swear words. Right?
Oh, we have one question. Nikola Tesla or Einstein?
Nikola Tesla, Einstein. Einstein, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to know why, or should I elaborate?
Tell. Yes, of course.
Yes, Einstein, because Einstein knows how to, you can have ideas, but unless you know how to apply the ideas to the real world and actually bring it to the forefront of science, it's pointless, right? The idea will live with you and die with you, which is what happened with Nikola Tesla. He might have been the greatest mind, maybe a greater scientist than Einstein, but the reason that we don't have the technology that he had, or the technology that he discovered or whatever is, makes me think that Einstein is better.
Right. Awesome. Okay. So, do you have anything to say to any music enthusiast or any kid, any teenager, or any person in any age who wants to pursue music? Do you have anything to say to them?
Yeah, I would say, I think, you don't have to play an instrument, first of all. You don't have to play an instrument to get into music. Music, like every other subject, on the surface, there are certain things, but when you go down to the depths of the subject, you discover very interesting things. So that's what I would say. I would say everybody has to be involved in music on some level. Like we all listen to music, right? I don't think there's any person on the planet that does not listen to music. So.
Did you want to pursue music as a career or
no,
you always that's a hobby?
No, that was like the low point in my week, man. Every Saturday, I remember. I didn't want to have anything to do with music at all, actually. But fortunately, now I understand. It gives you perspective when you look back at life. You see, so
makes sense. All right, then. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the start of the show. This is the premiere of the show.
So, yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm flattered, actually.
All right, Dharshan. Then, okay, guys. Then we'll wrap up today, and see you all on the next. See you all on the next show.
All right, see you, boys and girls. See you.